Hello, this is Mountain Limited and Alexa. Set timer for Alexa. Set timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
We're golden. Okay, review. Sure. Yep. We're about to finish replace and restore. So let time pass. The first sides of conflicts being the Amur Magadan War. Did I actually have its own double name? No, it's just the Magadan Amur War, which Saka is also involved partially in. Other than the Baltinawak Blitz, the Puerto Plata invasion, the Second Malagasy uprising, and the Panjura War, nothing is happening. We're really invested in. I mean, technically we're invested in all kinds of conflict in this region, but still. Secure control. Milk. My veins. That is done. Now let's take on to the next branch. Stock up. With so many battles and wars being waged all around us, we have a constant order of rifles and anti-air guns. Rockets, shells, munitions to keep track of. While these operations have been unprecedentedly successful, sorry, mom texted me. Well, some cracks have unfortunately begun to gleam into the foundation of our industry. The continuous flow of orders have grown difficult, and hundreds of workers and pieces of machinery have been lost in the assembly line. How could you lose a wait, they're dead. And when just thinking about it, it just came to me that they're dead. Sometimes because of exhaustion, and sometimes just because just fall apart. They just fall apart. How can a worker fall? Oh, pardon me. Fall apart. I get the exhaustion bit, but falling apart is a bit hard to do, especially if your body's perfectly fit. If this strain continues to plague us, our production could come to a screeching to a halt, losing our claim to the Republic and any sense of prosperity we've built up for so long. Constructing a stockpile of industrial materials and weaponry would make sure that we always have something to sell while keeping ourselves supplied should our rivals decide to meet us at the front lines. Indeed. So a smut is happening in the Far East. Soon it will come westward. Last in over here, but first it's the kind of protector will be here first. So there first, either two second, them last, and either two third. The thing is really popping off in the Far East. with the Dominican Republic to destroy the Puerto Plata invaders. So the logic being that he may try to invade Haiti when it has its civil war, and its central Siberia, the second, the area's superiority. So we're coming up close. More attrition stuff. Get all of you. Let's go for some loot. That is all. That is all. Orotia has sadly passed away. Respect to Orotia. The Union of Blot State, or the Khanate of Kalata, has fallen under the reveal from war has started. Seems to be a success for the Empire of Vietnam. Well done, lads. To be honest, I believe that the regions should just be demilitarized instead of owned by the Viet Minh. To show this control. I mean, you can still do it. It's just an idea. So which first, guns or units? Units. The front line. Siberia is a brutal region. Only the strong survive, and only those who forge the tools for the stronger will prosper. The free city of Zolots is surrounded by bandits, mercenaries, and revolutionary fools, whose ego and militia believe that they have the right to call themselves a nation. Despite this dangerous position, however, we have managed to secure several advantages with Yugra thugs and bandits north. North. North offer extremely lucrative profits, while the junta and dictatorships surrounding us thus are some of the most loyal positions. It is time for the Republic to reorganize operations and renegotiate some of the dealings of our partners to keep customers coming, citizens safe, and profits soaring. Yeah. So we still work with these guys. We don't send troops to them, but we still send them devices and guns. Well, I mean, we send it to both sides, but technically the Ugrans seem to be winning. Anyway, moving on. And Kaya has been elected to leader of Japan. Lavarde has overthrown the Haitian government and advanced computing has been created. We shall now get basic fire control system, and also Haiti is now ruled by. Hopefully we updated this so it's not just the number. Yeah, Force Armée de Haïti of Haitian Armed Forces. They're also no longer in the American faction. Funny enough, not until their civil war. Chief Executive Suzuki has full. Get review. In one review. It's in cultural development. Moving on. And somehow Vortuga conquered Yugra. Well, a bunch of our stuff is going to be overdone then. And Lol appointed Prime Minister Kampuchea. I mean, he was Republican, so he did create the Khmer Republic, so it makes more sense to be he being the leader. Although I still don't know why Son Yugok Fal is still in charge of the whole thing. Just saying. Now we need to get guns for men. Guns for men! The recent influx of new troops and mercenaries have led us to require more weapons and to arm them. Our industry is struggling to keep up without sacrificing some of our other profitable production lines. Diverting our industry for the short term, at least it is the only solution we have. We will limit production of artillery, rockets, tanks, and shift them over to the AK-47M. Another plan is what the administration has drafted in purchasing the older, outdated weaponry from bandits and warriors look to acquire some quick cash. It will be quicker and it may leave some of the newer recruits disadvantaged in terms of firepower. But it may leave some of our newer troops disadvantaged in terms of firepower. Get infrastructure reserve. There's this equipment order, gain that. Get expand anti-air. Train troops. Moving on. Solano Lima has won the Argentine elections. And more fighting ensues. with the Chilean leader Andresi has resigned. I wonder what party is now actually in control of Argentina. The Popular Conservative Party of the National Front. The Vienna Conference ends. The divine mandate of Siberia now exists. Learn some more stuff. Moving on. We have 12 minutes to the end of the video, so just after halfway. Constitutional Committee in Egypt. So Egypt is now becoming a republic. The right wing of the Al-Waft Party. Al must have some pretty bad thoughts to ask with an entire party asking him to waft it away. The joke didn't land. The Yugra connection. The Republic has always been in good relations with the Ugrans, who now no longer exist. But lately, these bandit raids and the mob brigands that have come crossing our border into have been crossing their border into ours. We have a rough patch. Sending the Republic's best diplomats will be a great way to reaffirm our good intentions and will hopefully allow us to discuss a new treaty. This proposed concordat shall establish a mutual alliance between the Republic and the Ugrans, along with several economically beneficial clauses and signatures of mutual defense. We need as many friends as we can get in this harsh world, and the Ugrans are our best bet. Right support artillery. Get an equipment order from Timon. In 2 that time. Increase our industrial base. Moving on. Having some digestives because why not? Don't tell my mom. I stole it from there. Now you. Thank you. Come on, baby. When will we start killing each other? Kamarov has just destroyed the Siberian blacks. Yugra Khan has couped the Vietnamese government. If you want to know something funny or interesting, Nguyen Khan, no, the FPR has taken him out. Nguyen Khan is technically the second president of the Republic of Vietnam. So take it as you will. The NKVD overthrew the Kazakh government. We were connected, now the mercenary state. Our glorious republic musters a small but highly trained and exceptional equipped army. However, with the deterioration of the situation in the West and many wars wanting to expand in the East, wanting to expand and even unify Russia, we need to increase our defensive capability. We have a limited manpower pool, so hiring mercenaries, especially from Yugra, wouldn't be a bad idea, but spending a sum coin to hire, equip, and house a group of mercenaries, we will keep our men out of the unnecessary combat and have an expandable force to police our borders and attack any bandits that try to steal our stockpiles. The synthetic arbitrary radar. Moving on. Two things after another, the Iberian Council has been created and a decapitation proclamation. Also, Novosibirsk is now killing Kamarov, so it's now a three-way duel. Gives them more guns to time in. Surprisingly, the communists haven't appeared. Oh yeah, Dominica owns this part of Haiti. In modern day, this is a modern part, Haiti. So Generalissimo Trujillo, this is translated Trujillo City, but Ciudad is Spanish for city. I think this is Fort Mount. I forgot what it was called, probably said it in the previous video. Northern Cibao. Oh, Rojas has been deposed. Duarte, there's no translation. This is South Ciboa. The Central Siberian Province has destroyed the Federation of Novosibirsk and Altai. And Suroet, it's something east. Southeast, I think it means. Also, Guantanamo Bay exists. It's a small province. So other than Alberto Lara Camargo of the National Front in charge, it's really it. Civil War in Serbia. More anti-air. Should have gotten something else. More weapons development too. Car first. was the Siberian. Oh, it's because of war, which makes your game extremely laggy. So Germany's in a hot mess with Speer, Bormann, Goering without the content, my god, and Heinrich, the Miss Goering. Anyway, flex our muscle. Some of our neighbours are being a bit bold with us. Payment has been delayed. The raids on our borders seem to get more and more frequent, and petty bandits attempt to steal whatever weapons and ammunition they can and from our stockpile. The Republic needs to show those around it that we are not some warlord. We are a proud republic, but is one of the few safe places in the harsh region. The Republic of Zolot is not not to be trifled with, and we will keep our people safe and our bottom line intact, no matter the cost. Hole's about to blow. Hey, we can actually now get troops. We need more loot, but hey. Get improved anti-tank equipment. Moscovin is key, so that we don't see the anarchy states clashing with each other. Completely missed that opportunity, guys. Also, why doesn't Caucasus collapse? I mean, couldn't the region of Berk-Karabakh have a small rebellion, since the Republic of Armenia could be funneling supplies to help destabilize the region? I mean, there are still Armenians in the region, it's even said that of Berk-Karabakh. No, it's in the thing. Symbol. Well, actually, now that I think about it, the symbols totally different. Alexa, stop. So, yeah. This is how we'll end it. But first, I'll speak the bombings have stopped before I will end this. Then I'll stop. For a long time, life in a very large portion of Russia has defined by German terror bombings campaigns, excluding Onega and Finnish territory. An entire generation of Russians have grown up in the blasted ruins, always watching the skies and ready to run to cover the moment the dark figure of bombers themselves are spotted. An entire generation of government, wherever the ideology, has struggled with establishing infrastructure or an industrial base of any kind, and what little is built is often promptly destroyed. But not anymore. Millions of Russians have not to make desperate runs to safety for days. Repairs to civilian and military infrastructure have progressed and not been destroyed in turn. New construction will stand, and a realization has drawn, but bombers have stopped. Those with access to information from the outside, it's believed that the civil chaos that now engulfed the hated Reich and its colonial extensions, somehow not Caucasian, the colonial extension in the Reich Commissariats, has rendered it impossible for any aerial effort to continue. Those without it is believed to be a gift from God. Every ordinary Russian celebrates something approaching delirium. However, others speak of dark clouds on the horizon, but many Russian statelets no longer suffering from paralysis or bombs of the Germans, are now free to look outward. Only time will tell how they chose to progress. Clear skies and dark clouds. And with that fact, I call this video adieu. So next time we'll flex our muscle a bit. Our region will go into chaos, probably next doors, and hopefully when push comes to shove, we will beat our foe and actually get some more units on the ground. Like actually we only have 3. So yeah, with all that said and done, this has been Mountain Limited signing out. Hope you have a good day. Hope to see you next time. Hope to see you then. Goodbye.